Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Real Madrid 2, Atletica nil. Real Madrid seemingly now, more than likely ever to win La Liga this season. What's that now? 8 points clear with exactly 8 games to go. It seems practically unlikely that Real Madrid will lose this, lead of the table. And Real Madrid could still get 99 points, by the way. Can I just say, if Real Madrid win every single game, that would be an extra 24 points. We're currently on 75, so that would be 99 points, but potentially up for grabs. And you look at that, the last time any team really came that close to hitting that amount, you're looking at Barcelona in 2017-2018 with 93. Real Madrid in 2016-2017 with 93. Um, Barcelona with 91 in 2015-2016. Barcelona 94. I think it's practically unlikely that any team will hit 99. But certainly 92, 93. It's pretty possible. But that would mean 6 wins needed to get 93, of course, and 2 losses. And you look at Real Madrid's remaining games. You've obviously got El Clasico, but before that, put us at the Champions League. You got Mallorca away. That will be a tough game. On the 14th of April, you've got El Clasico the week after that. You've got Real Sociedad away. Cadiz at home should be winnable. Granada away, Alaves at home should be winnable. Villarreal away, Real Betis at home should be winnable, and that ends the season off. So we're looking at, I would say El Clasico is winnable, Cadiz, Alaves, Real Betis, and then I would say Villarreal is winnable, definitely. Granada is winnable, definitely. Real Sociedad might be tough, and Mallorca you might stumble, maybe a draw. So you're looking at maybe 6 wins there, and then maybe a draw or two. I don't really see Real Madrid losing any, La Liga games, but you never know. So let's say 6 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. That would put Real Madrid with 19 points out of how many is that? 24, isn't it? 18. Wait, 16. I mean, I'm confusing myself. 19 points, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So that will be pretty decent on 94 points. Um, Real Madrid could actually, be the first team in a few years to hit that record. But anyways, I'm getting, distracted by the possibility of Real Madrid, you know, hitting that stage. We'll see when we get to it. Of course, there's still a couple of games to go. You've got 8 games in the Liga minimally. You've got 2 games in the Champions League minimally. And obviously, we'll see what happens in those 2 games against Manchester City. But um, let's talk about the game. It looked like a pretty comfortable game. Obviously, at the Bernabeu, it's gonna be less tricky than at St. Mames, and we did go away there and won at the start of the season, the first game, I believe. So it was expected that Real Madrid would get the job done, would secure the 3 points, and it's absolutely essential that Real Madrid win this kind of game. And look, um, of course, Athletic Club are a very dangerous side. Um, I have no idea what even happened to Nico Williams. Was he injured or whatever? Because Inaki Williams started, Berenguer started, Sanchez started, and Guruzeta started. Um, but let's start off talking about Athletic Club. Pretty disappointing from their point of view. Started the game well, had control, and then Real Madrid just hit one counter attack and score. And from then on, Athletic Club just didn't really show that they were, a threat going forward. And overall, I thought that was pretty easy for Real Madrid in a sense. Um, a cruise to victory, but Athletic Club obviously are still in the race for the top 4. They're fighting with Atletico Madrid, who have to go away to Villarreal tonight at the time of recording. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens in this top four race. Atletico Madrid still have to play each other. If I'm not wrong, I think it's at the Wanda. Um, so that's gonna be pretty tough for Athletic Club. Yep, they have to go away to the Wanda Metropolitano to get a job done there. So obviously when the time comes for those games, we'll be here for it, and we'll obviously certainly react to it. But this is a side that are a top four worthy team, are a very good side, have been playing well under Ernesto Valverde, obviously ex-Barcelona manager, but Real Madrid I just thought was so much better today. And look, today I watched two games. I missed the Liverpool-Brighton game earlier on, but I watched Man City Arsenal, and then obviously Real Madrid Athletic Club. And I'm not saying that Real Madrid will beat Man City in any ways, but I saw how Man City played, and I'm looking at that game being vulnerable for Man City. Of course, Kyle Walker might be back by then. John Stones probably will start that game. Ake went off, and their midfield is destabilized. The defense has had so many twists and turns in the defense. Edison's probably going to still be out for that game. So I'm looking at that Man City game, and I'm looking at how Real Madrid played, and I'm looking at how Man City played. This is a Man City side that aren't as good as last season when we lost 4-0 at the Etihad. And this is a Real Madrid side that are different. I know people say last season's Real Madrid team is better. I'm sorry, but I disagree. I think that last season we had a season that everyone was basically, in a sense, had no idea what's happening. Benzema, look, he wasn't having this kind of season that he did the season before, and it was constantly relying on Benzema, if not Vinicius. But I feel that this season you have seen Rodrygo step up, Brahim Diaz has come in and done well. Bellingham, obviously we know the kind of impact that he has made. The midfield, 1 year older, you've got the likes of Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde. These are players that have grown a year. The defense, now that Militão is back, will be a huge boost. Antonio Rudiger has been playing so much better than ever before at Real Madrid. Carvajal has started playing really well as well. And although there is no Thibaut Courtois, you've got Lulin, who is one of the most informed goalkeepers in the world. So I look at this Real Madrid side and the way we played and the way we scored the 2 goals, and I look at how Man City played against Arsenal. Defensively, they were decent, but going forward, there wasn't anything. I looked at Foden. I know he's one of the most informed players right now, but Phil Foden was kept quiet. I looked at Haaland. He was kept quiet. If Real Madrid get that tactic right defensively, with the likes of Rudiger, Militão, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, whoever plays in that zone, you can stop Man City from scoring. You can stop Man City from scoring. And then you have got the likes of Vinicius and Benzema, Bellingham. I'm still stuck in last season. You've got the likes of Vinicius Junior and Bellingham, who can score the goals. I do think Real Madrid are definitely in this tie. Definitely. But let's talk about this game, shall we? I'm really getting distracted by other things because of the way I watch these two sides play. But again, look, anything can happen in such a game. In the Champions League, we all know that Man City are still one of the best teams in the world on their day. So it's going to be interesting. And can I just say, before I do get into the game, I really like this new kit that obviously was used for the first time. It got released just a couple of days ago, and it's the first time it's been used. Looking beautiful, this purple kit. If you guys do remember, obviously, was it the 2017-18 season that it was used? I think it was, wasn't it? The purple one that Ronaldo wore, absolutely incredible. But let's talk about the game. First goal, both goals scored by Rodrygo, of course. The first goal was incredible, good switch of play. Brahim Diaz switches the play across the other side to Rodrygo, and look, really smart movement from the likes of Bellingham and Fulham Monday to drag away the defenders, and then Rodrygo just does what he really likes to do, and we've seen it before. obviously against Napoli earlier this season as well. He likes to go out wide and slightly drift in a little bit to a central zone and then score an incredible finish to the far post. Incredible goal after 8 minutes. And the second goal, once again, afforded a lot of space, cuts away from the defender, near post finish, slightly harder because the near post is harder to score than the far post in that, obviously angle and that distance, but still got the job done. Rodrygo, incredible player. Um, he's gonna be one of the players against Man City that have to really, really play at his absolute best. But let's go through the team. I thought Lunin played all right. I remember he had to make a pretty important save. I forgot from who, but you know, another clean sheet for Lunin. He's gonna be the number 2. He's probably gonna sign a new contract now. He's gonna stay. I think he's happy, being the number 2 to Courtois, because no goalkeepers can play until a certain age. So Lunin isn't old for keeper. He doesn't have to leave. He can stay. He can wait a couple more seasons. And if Courtois does say, "Look, I'm gonna call it a day at Real Madrid," you have got Andre Lunin as maybe a replacement. But I thought he played pretty well. Carvajal was decent, came off. Rudiger and Nacho I thought played pretty well. Mendy as well. Tchouaméni I thought had a good game. Cruz as well. Toni Cruz, I would say one of the most informed midfielders in the world. I mean, played a couple of weeks ago for Germany, got the assist after 10 seconds or whatever. Incredible. Valverde, the engine in the midfield. Bellingham played pretty well. Brahim Diaz obviously helped that first goal. And for me, Rodrygo, man of the match. Stand-up performance. I don't see anyone in there that really played at that level. But Rodrygo, for me, man of the match, definitely. Modric, Camavinga, Joselu, and Lucas Vazquez came on. And obviously, we have to, make a little bit of a segment, a little bit of a section for Adam Militão, obviously back. It's been, 7 months? Obviously, this game against Athletic Club Bilbao, he got injured, and he's been out for 7 months. And the job that Ancelotti has done to not lose that many games and to not, obviously it's very easy to start collapsing and playing really, really poorly and start getting bad results and everything's gone wrong. But for him to keep everything going and smoothly running, Ancelotti did incredibly well. And of course, he's had to rotate many centre backs this season. Rudiger has had to step up his game, Nacho as well. Tchouaméni has had to come in to help. Even Manley had to play there for a couple of games. So, look, overall pretty decent. Good to see Militão back. He's gonna be incredible. And he's gonna be very important for the game against Manchester City. Because the kind of pace he has that I would say Nacho doesn't have. And Rudiger, obviously, we know he's a warrior, he's a fighter, he's got the strength, physical. You have a centre back duo of these two, incredible. So good to see Militão back, definitely. Obviously, the reception he got as well. Arguably, at his best, one of the best centre backs in the world. Courtois, look, the updates on him was he was training well. He should have been back with Militão around the same time, but then he just got another injury in training, basically. So I assume he's gonna be out for a couple more weeks. But honestly, I wouldn't rush Courtois back. I wouldn't try to start him against Man City in the second leg or try to start him against El Clasico against Barcelona, because I just don't see the point. Firstly, it's not worth taking the risk. We get another bad injury, we're screwed. Secondly, we have got Lunin anyway, so at this moment of time, it's alright, to deal with it. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Pretty good game. Real Madrid get the job done, and La Liga's almost wrapped up now. But hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the button instead, subscribe. The channel is on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.